motor park, market. You. Now you dey in charge of market. You. Now you dey in charge of cyclists. How does that qualify as empowerment? But you will find graduates, young, energetic people. That system is like that because there is ineptitude, there is corruption. Kakistocracy is a government of unqualified people, people that have no idea. Kleptomania is to say people who steal even when there is no reason to steal. So we have a government of kakistocracy that focuses on kleptomania attitude. And so they will surround themselves, and then they would now make the youths to become part of that system, and then they will give them a portion, and so they will say, okay, you go there and exhibit your agro value. And then you call that empowerment. That is not empowerment. The other one is pseudo-messianic imposition. What I call pseudo-messianic imposition is I come to the village and I pose as a messiah. That kind of thing is the chairman or the political lord in your village want to hear when your wife is sick, or your mother is about to die, or when she has died, or when your father has died, and then he will say, okay, how much is the burial? You tell him. He says, okay, I'm coming for the burial. I'm going to come with the Commissioner of Education. And then they will snap pictures, do some video, put it on social media, and you say, the day my mother died, the chairman was there, the commissioner was there, this one was there, but all the money was spent on burial. And then he make himself pose like a messiah that deliver you from a problem. That, I want to say, is not empowerment. Do we agree on that? Now, so when we talk about how would the youth re-emerge, these three scenarios, which I just used to summarize others, we must be able to come out of it. We must not be part of it. And so, why are we in that scenario? Number one, go to the next slide. The 5 questions, there is a question before that. This is the second question, there is another one before that. Okay, the first question, okay, that's the first one, sorry. Okay, the first question is what I have treated, I'm sorry. What I called the act, by describing what is not empowerment. That's the first. This is the second question. Now, the second question is this. The scenario in Nigeria as a whole, and Ogoni in particular, is such that the youths have been submerged in political and economic higgledy-piggledy and a very socio-political quagmire. We live in a paradox of plenty, which Fela described as suffering and smiling. I am an activist, and it would be wrong if sometimes I don't speak as one. It is unacceptable for snake not to bite. And so because I am an activist, I want to say that unless you raise some very strong ideological leaning to question the status quo, you would not be able to challenge or be able to come out of this dilemma. And so what is happening? The landscape of Ogoni youth movement and organization today is as follows. Number one, when people say they are youths, we have to interrogate it. Youth groups are always prompted on this as a tenterhook of politicians. What do I mean by that? Check. Apart from the original formation of NICOP, every other youth organization that have emerged, they emerge as a result, one of one politician or the other that wants to show that he's popular will say, okay, you people should form and gather together. You will not be able to get the kind of liberation and emerge if we continue to allow that. The second one is youth groups are formed in response to agenda that has nothing to do with the plan to develop the youth. What do I mean by that? I have my own agenda, and then I come to talk to the youth, get them hyped, and then they gather and they say that's a youth group. If you ask them what is the agenda, what is the plan, they don't know. Number three, youth groups have made themselves the voice of the older generation. Now that is a contradiction. Check, go to Facebook, go to social media, and the one thing that the Ogoni people have learned to do more than every tribe in Rivers State is to be able to appropriate the media to exhibit their grammatical nuisance, and their stupidity is being paraded. Sometimes some of the people that say that they speak on our behalf as youths, and if you are a graduate and you are standing behind somebody that is giving a press statement with wrong grammar, we don't need to flog the illiterate, we need to flog you that is a graduate. Because why are you there clapping? Go and check all their press statements. They inadvertently are speaking for one person or the other. They are not even speaking for themselves. Am I correct? There is always, oh, we the youth of so, we have declared that so is our leader. He is